Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. So they're not going to allow any jump-ins. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. The jump-in is denied. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Knockdown. Throws them to negate the block. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Taking stock. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? A drive impact could end it all here. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Going in, player 1 will have to fight back here without any drive. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Medium kick hits. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Will this super art connect? Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Goes for the jump-in. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Ooh, does them dirty. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Holds out with the block. Can't tech the throw. No good up high. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. What's the play here? Goes for the drive rush there. That was a solid anti-air. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Gets them. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Time to reassess the situation. Springs forward with the drive rush. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Rushes that off and keeps going. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Low heavy. In with the cross-up. Low heavy, but no go. Are we gonna see a comeback here? The jump-in is denied. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the drop knockdown? Here comes the mix-up. All in with a rush. Somehow manages to flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with the piston, leaches some big damage. Connects with the throw. Demon looking to slice off the limb with a demon kick. Will this super art lead them to the whip cross-up attack? Links in. Put the exclamation point on that with an OD art. Betting it all on the drive rush. The low kick hits. Sets up with the jump in. Throws them. Player 2 reads the jump in perfectly. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch what a finish? That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that.
Now, find a new rival.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. They trade hits, and now Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Anticipated that counter and blocks. Life lead opens up. He takes a big gamble and rips out a raw Sugetsu. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps. Still slugging it out at this range. Brushes that off and keeps going. Experiencing burnout. Going in. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. The throw whiffs. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Jumps in. Smart play with the throw. Looks like they want to put in the goal for the massage. That's not gonna hit. Akuma's going low heavy. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting them KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Flashes him. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The super armor does its job. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 2 chases them down. Gets the counter hit throw. Knockdown. They break forward to pressure the opponent. Box him with a target combo. Life lead opens up. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range of Obito hits. Kuma looking to play hot, wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. Drive rush to keep it going. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. What'll happen here? Looking for a chance. Goes for the fireball. Brushes that off and keeps going. Akuma's going in. Player 2 needs to use the threat of... They were right to be on guard there. Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. Trips him up. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Hits with the overhead. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Jumps up, knockdown. In there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Raises with power win! Shows the medium kick. A super art. Holds the power Geisha. Looking to score some big damage. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. A drive impact could end it all here. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Life lead is there. Rushes in. How did they anticipate that jump in? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a solid anti-air. Player 2 can't use drive it. All the throw connects. Smart play. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Jump. Oh my God, they just choked it up. They're in range. We're gonna crush them hard. A jump. They're recovered. Excellent block. Could we see a try to lose their shot? Taps them on the dome. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Turns out. Player 1 all in with a rush. No hesitation or regret. Hit them with the NSF dummy. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The front answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Closing drive comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll watch keep the ball rolling. Decides to spend experiencing burnout. Still in a bind, but escapes the throw. Oh, easy tech. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters planning something? Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they oh, burnout triggered. What'll happen here? Not much life left. Drops them from the air. Noticeable life lead wrecks them. Player 2, forward rush. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Oh, here we go. What a finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Uses a drive parry against the attack. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Oh! Picture perfect punishment. Burnout is triggered. Sticks the combo. That attack ends it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Neither of them willing to back off here. Side hits him with a stop and bop. Player 2 needs, just goes for it at this range. How can they steal this win in such a precarious, burnout activates? Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. What'll happen here? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage finishes with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hits them with a stop and bop. Saw that coming. Going on the offensive? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. So, what's next? Keith connects with the throw. Okay, here we go for the head. Drive impact misses. Both absolutely refute. Walls flat into the guard frame. What a drive rush. Nothing stops this train. Player 2 burns out. Looking for a... Oh, putting the cherry on top. Unlimited cycle crusher hit. It may not be Tuesday, but you're damn sure gonna remember this. Both sides getting ready. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. One put something on the snow. They didn't take the throw. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Ready yourself. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
How's this?
Gets a good read on their opponent. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about emptied. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? All right, what's coming up next? Box him with a target combo. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Jumps in. Still goes for the low-risk air-to-air. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight.
Ooh, it looks like their weight hits them with a stop and bop. Chin right kick for a mix. Shoots off a fireball up close. Demon Raid? Nice cross-up. Doesn't miss a beat. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, in with the rock! Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Brushes off the impact. Parries the attack. Parries the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. The combo's there. Backs them into the corner. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Sticks the combo. Gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Reads them. Player 2 chases them down. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Side switch in the corner. Going in? They were right to be on guard there. That's a counter. Flawless run. They got him so quick. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Now, find a new rival.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin. Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. Lots of aggression from both sides. Opts for the throw. All right. Player 1 chases them down. Gets the jump in. Takes a trip. Limited resources at hand right now. Solid combo. Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure they want to make something happen. Neither of them willing to back off here. Experiencing burnout. Demon Rain? All right, what's coming up next? Player 2, get in there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Gets the jump in. Adamant Flame. Player 2 can build off the hit them with a stop and pop. Both fighters having a fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Both fighters planning something? Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Akuma's going in. Gets him with the anti-air. Smart play with the throw. Drive rush to keep it going. Impact squat. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump. Can this drive bring them back? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Purple Benson on the fireball. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. We use Acid Super Art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Player 2 clutch anti-air. Flashes the blue to stop the jumping. What's next? Player 2 is looking at a grim situation. Kick. A jump? This is gonna hurt. That corner is starting to look scary. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Betting is all on the drive rush. Player 1 is to add a bit of OD spice. What now? They gotta dig down deep. Big Jamma! Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Keeps him out. A parry? Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Adamant Flame. Player 2 has the life advantage. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Projectile to try and change the situation. Drive gauge finally recovers. Had the radar up and running. Brings out the super art. How's perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Big, low, reaching heavy. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 1 has a slight life drive rush to keep it going. Jumps? Which way you gonna block? Still scrapping for control of the space. Throws a fireball. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Jumps in. Drops him hard. KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. It's Jingu Hadouken. Uses the target combo as a filler. Player 2 is gonna flinch it. This is a complete shutdown. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. The super connects. Jumps. Are they going to be able to punish counter on reaction? Shin Ashogeki. This could be make or break. Can they make the most of this? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Drive rush. Oh, they changed. No! This'll break. What a finish! Player 2 really had to